I'm Dr. Chris Salerno, Chief Editor of Dental Economics, and welcome to another DE's Recall Visit, where we look at some of our favorite articles from a recent issue of Dental Economics. And I'm joined here today by Dr. Mike Kesner, who writes a regular column for Dental Economics. Mike, how you doing?
Great. How are you doing?
Excellent. Thank you. So you wrote an interesting article in our September issue about systems, which is just one of those elusive concepts in dentistry. And you mentioned in your article that when you're giving your seminars, you'll poll the crowd and see who has systems in place, how many of them, and you get a lot of blank stares, right? Tell me, just from a bird's eye view, how important are systems? I know that's a big subject there, but how important are systems to a practice?
Yeah, systems are crucial. Well, to any business, they're crucial. Success and failure can rise and fall on success of systems. And in practices, we often see that doctors just don't have systems. They hire somebody for the front desk and they say, "There's the phone. When it rings, answer it." And that's the extent of the system. So we have systems are just step-by-step processes of how you run your practice. So it can be scheduling, financial arrangements, how you do a new patient exam, how you set up a room for a clinical procedure, how you do sterilization. So we have systems for everything, and they keep things from falling through the cracks. They make you more efficient. They make you more profitable, make you more successful, and they're crucial to a business. They're a pain to develop and to write and all that, but they're crucial to the success of your practice.
So you recommend writing them down, but in your article you also mentioned recording them with video as an interesting way to document it. Tell me about that.
Yeah, video is a great way for your staff and for doctors to learn how to do the system. Like for instance, we'll video a new patient exam. So I'll do a new patient exam. Somebody's standing in the hall with a video recorder, so we get to see the handoff. We get to see what the doctor's doing. Whether you're rubbing your nose or you're doing things that you don't think about. Things to say, things not to say. It's a great way to learn. It's a great way to learn for yourself. It's also a great way for our staff and our doctors to learn. Here's how we do an exam. So we'll also do that for a sterilization procedure. We'll do that for how we set up a room. We'll do that for every part of our practice.
I love it, and it's probably a chance to have some fun with the process of recording what you want the systems to be.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's humbling process, but it's fun to do.
I'm sure it is. That's fun. So tell me a little bit more about the integrity of a system. Really comes down to how well you're able to enforce and reinforce it. So if you're capturing it by writing it down or recording a video, how do you make sure that these systems are actually being used?
Yeah, and that's the hard part, training. So we train and we retrain and we continue to train. It's just human nature to go back doing what is most comfortable and easiest to do. And so if we're not continually monitoring the systems by having your front desk person or your lead assistant or something like that standing in the hall listening, recording, scoring, then things will fall through the cracks. And then, if your practice is large, if you have several practices, then you may want to hire somebody specifically for that. I have 3 people that specifically do that. They're in the offices every day, making sure that the systems are followed. And it's encouragement for the staff also. Hey, look, here's the things you're doing right. Here's the things you're doing great. Here's some things we need to work on. And it also allows, if there's problems, things that don't work right, it allows us to blame the system as opposed to blaming the staff. And so it's something that's really important to keep up with that monitoring and that training.
That's great. I like that. I like using the system also as a way to politely identify where there might be a problem rather than making it a personal thing, which makes it uncomfortable. Yeah. So there's so much material here. Where else, other than just your regular column, where else can dentists learn more about your perspective on systems?
The best way for them to learn is to come to one of our seminars. Our next seminar is in Las Vegas. Nice, fun place to go. We love to do seminars in Vegas. And that's October 20th and 21st. So that would be a great way for them to learn not only about our systems, but about how we have 80% case acceptance rate, how we do marketing, just all those things that we do to build a multi-million-dollar practice.
Well, fantastic. Dr. Mike Kesner, thank you so much for joining us on DE's Recall Visit. I always love reading your columns, and hopefully people will check you out in Las Vegas.
Well, thanks.